Richard D. James, the man, the myth. Not only is this guy one of my favorite producers of all time, he's also just like super fucking important to electronic music. He's had some seminal records in the genre and has an extensive back catalog as well. He's experimented with a lot of different sounds and equipment through the years, but his earliest works under this name layered very heavenly and thick textures together for ambient and ambient techno releases such as Selected Ambient Works Volume 2 and 85 to 92, and I Care Because You Do. And then he continued to push boundaries from there on the very frenetic, entirely digital drill and bass of Drug Use. He then dropped Cyro in 2014, which returned to an analog acid techno sound, which didn't immediately win my heart, but I did come to appreciate the thorough attention to detail on. Pretty much he's just one of the most important figures in music that never really fell off like that. And on Collapse, RDJ brings that classic Aphex twin fire. It is subtly different from recent works like Cyro and the Cheetah EP in that it's a touch more dynamic, it samples in a more interesting way, and it blends in the subtle footwork influence, and although it does return to old synth choices, they never really sound dated. And that's due to its intricacy, the way that they're used to reinforce this very cold, mechanical sound with this whole landscape of different drum timbres and synth tones with emphasis on very crisp and clattering snares and deep acid techno grooves. Melodically, it's quite strong, especially on a track like this, whose unpredictability lies in the relentless changes in tone. And I love the glistening harp melody that comes through and blankets the very jagged soundscape on this song up until that point. I think the sample at the forefront of Abundance does wonders for it. The very hypnotic phases of this track make you feel like you're in some kind of sick, never-ending dream. I love the booming sub-bass that kicks off verse 44 along with the record scratching and the very disturbed vocal samples. It then continues to skitter and build tension in various switch-ups, and then we have the very crisp and calculated T69 collapse. I especially love the 2-minute mark of the song where the bass starts to take over and it feels like you're just descending into this dark tunnel that's slowly stripping you of life, and then it follows that up with a very delicate and mournful synth melody. Overall, I think the jittery rhythms and twisted knots of synths and drums make for an enjoyable listen whether or not it treads massive new ground. So I'm feeling like a 7, he's still got it. If you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be great. Thanks so much for watching this, and I'll see you soon.